The unicorn, a majestic creature of myth and legend. The unicorn is one of the most enduring creatures in mythology, appearing in folklore from around the world. This enigmatic beast has captured the human imagination for centuries, inspiring everything from medieval tapestries to modern fantasy novels. But what exactly is a unicorn? Is it a real animal or just a figment of our collective imagination? And why do we continue to be fascinated by this mythical creature even today? Join us as we delve into the ancient texts and modern beliefs surrounding unicorns to unlock the secrets of these truly remarkable beasts. Ancient origins. The earliest known depiction of a unicorn-like creature can be found in a 4th century BCE sculpture from India. The horse-like figure is shown with a single horn protruding from its forehead. This may be an early example of the mythical creature that would later become known as the unicorn. However, the concept of a one-horned animal predates this sculpture by several thousand years. In fact, some believe that the unicorn was actually based on real animals such as the narwhal, a whale with a single tusk, or the oryx, an African antelope with a single horn. These animals were known to have existed as far back as the Pleistocene epoch, which lasted from 2.6 million to 11,700 years ago. It's possible that early humans encountered these creatures, and their distinctive physical features inspired the creation of the unicorn myth. Another theory suggests that the unicorn was actually a metaphor used to describe the constellation of the same name. This theory is supported by the fact that the unicorn is often depicted with a fishtail, which could represent its supposed aquatic nature. In ancient Greek mythology, the unicorn was said to be a wild and untamable creature that lived in India and was known for its strength and speed. The Greeks believed that the unicorn's horn had magical healing properties and could be used to cure diseases and even poison. They also believed that the unicorn was so pure and innocent that it could only be captured by a virgin, medieval allure. During the Middle Ages, the unicorn became a popular symbol of purity, grace, and power. This was largely due to the influence of the Christian Church, which used the unicorn as a metaphor for Christ. In fact, the unicorn was often depicted wearing a crown and carrying a cross, which symbolized its supposed connection to the divine. The popularity of the unicorn during the Middle Ages is evident in the many works of art that feature these majestic creatures. One of the most famous examples is the Unicorn Tapestries, a series of 7 pieces that were commissioned by the French royal family in the 15th century. These tapestries depict various scenes from the life of the unicorn, including its capture by a group of hunters and its subsequent healing of a wounded knight. Another famous work of art that features the unicorn is the coat of arms of Scotland, which depicts a unicorn holding a sword in its mouth. This symbol was adopted by the Scottish people in the 15th century and has since become one of the country's most recognizable emblems, the Victorian era. During the Victorian era, the unicorn experienced a resurgence in popularity. This was likely due in part to the publication of Sir Walter Scott's novel The Lady of the Lake in 1810, which featured a unicorn as one of the main characters. The novel romanticized the Scottish Highlands and its inhabitants, and the unicorn became a symbol of the region's beauty and mystery. During this time, the unicorn was often depicted as a gentle and graceful creature that could be tamed by humans. This was a departure from the more wild and untamable image that had been popular in previous centuries. In literature, the unicorn became a symbol of innocence, purity, and magic. This is evident in the works of authors such as George MacDonald and Lord Dunsany, who wrote about unicorns in an idealized and mystical way. Modern interpretations. Today, the unicorn continues to be a popular figure in mythology, literature, and popular culture. In recent years, there has been a particular interest in unicorns among young women. This has led to the so-called unicorn craze, which has seen a surge in unicorn-themed merchandise, clothing, and accessories. The modern interpretation of the unicorn is often more whimsical and fantastical than previous depictions. Unicorns are now often portrayed as colorful creatures with rainbow manes and tails, and they're frequently used to represent hope, happiness, and positivity. Despite this more light-hearted portrayal, unicorns are still sometimes used to represent darker themes such as death and decay. For example, in the TV show Game of Thrones, The White Walkers, a terrifying creature that brings death and destruction, are often referred to as wights or white, a word that has traditionally been used to describe evil spirits that possess unicorns. This use of the unicorn to represent darker themes is a departure from its more traditional role as a symbol of good and innocence. Behind the magic. As we've seen, the unicorn has been a popular creature in mythology for centuries. Its origins can be traced back to ancient texts from India and Greece, and it played a significant role in medieval folklore. During the Victorian era, the unicorn became a symbol of the Scottish Highlands, and today it continues to be a popular figure in literature and popular culture. While the unicorn may not exist in reality, its enduring presence in our stories and traditions shows that humans have long been fascinated by the idea of a magical one-horned creature. So whether you believe in unicorns or not, there's no denying that these mythical beasts have left an indelible mark on human history. What do you think is the secret behind the enduring popularity of the unicorn? And how do you feel about the more recent interpretations of this mythical creature? Share your thoughts below. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching.